everyone, this is Sharian Bidatahan and welcome to my channel. Are you one of the people who use computers without knowing its operating system? Well, in this video, we will find out what is operating system, its common examples, and its importance. So come on, let's find out. For us to know what is operating system, let us define its definition. So, what is operating system? It is a program that controls the execution of application programs and acts as interface between the user and the computer hardware. The operating system also defines all the experiences when using a computer. It manages the hardware and software resources of the computer system. It also provides a way for applications to deal with the hardware without having to know all the details of the hardware. It is also the software that makes all the programs we use work, and it organizes and controls the hardware on our computer. Operating system also is the first software we see when we turn on the computer, and it's the last software we see when the computer is turned off. This figure shows the above basic concept of an operating system in a clear way. So, operating system is a program that controls the execution of application programs and acts as interface between the user and the computer hardware like mouse and any other devices. So, what is the purpose of an operating system? So the purpose of an operating system is to provide an environment in which a user can execute programs in a convenient and efficient manner. So what are the tasks of operating system? So the first one is recognizes and installs peripheral devices. Next is manages files and folders. Shares out system memory. Handles system errors and alert users. Manages system security, allows software to communicate with the hardware, moves data and from the hard disk, loads and runs other software applications, and handles inputs and outputs. So, these are the examples of operating systems. First is Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, and the Linux. A modern operating system uses a graphical user interface or GUI. A GUI lets you use your mouse to click icons, buttons, and menus, and everything is clearly displayed on the screen using a combination of graphics and text. The first example of OS is the Microsoft Windows. Microsoft created the Windows operating system in the mid-1980s. There have been many different versions of Windows, but the most recent ones are Windows 10 released in 2015, Windows 8 2012, Windows 7 2009, and Windows Vista 2007. Windows comes preloaded on most new PCs, which helps to make it the most popular operating system in the world. So this figure shows the look of Windows operating system in computers. And according to StatCounter Global Stats, there are more than 80% of Windows users. So the next example of operating system is the Mac OS. Mac OS is previously called OS X, and it is a line of operating systems created by Apple. It comes preloaded on all Macintosh computers or Macs, and some of the specific versions include Mojave, released in 2018, High Sierra 2017, and Sierra 2016. So, this figure shows the look of Mac OS in our computers, and according to StatCounter Global Stats, Mac OS users account for less than 10% of global operating systems. One reason for this is that Apple computers tend to be more expensive. However, many people do prefer the look and feel of Mac OS over Windows. The last example of OS is the Linux. It is a family of open source operating systems which means they can be modified and distributed by anyone around the world. This is different from proprietary software like Windows, which can only be modified by the company that owns it. The advantages of Linux are that it is free and there are many different distributions or versions you can choose from. This figure shows the look of Linux OS in our computers, and according to StatCounter Global Stats, Linux users account for less than 2% of global operating systems. However, most servers run Linux because it's relatively easy to customize. Are the examples of operating system or OS? And what is the importance of operating system? Or where would we be without an operating system? Technologically, we would be living in the Stone Age. Computers would be useless without an operating system. Because an operating system is the most important software that runs of a computer. It manages the computer's memory and processes, as well as all of its software and hardware. It also allows us to communicate with a computer without knowing how to speak the computer language. And lastly, without an operating system, a computer is useless. So that's all the importance of operating system. That's all about operating system, and I hope that you learn a lot from it. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, and God bless us all.